Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup and skincare 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd love for you to join my channel by hitting the big red subscribe button. As you can tell by the title, today is going to be another skincare trial. I am so excited for this video as we're going to be testing out the YesTo Avocado Collection. I just received this box from them and they asked me if I wanted to try out these goodies and just put them to the test and give them my honest review and thoughts on the products. So I thought I would take you guys along the journey of testing these out. We have basically the full avocado collection as well as their brand new hyaluronic acid serum. I cannot wait to try this out as it is a brand new release, so can't wait to really see what it does and how it works. And I love anything that is formulated for dry skin, and this whole collection is. If you guys don't know, I have very dry, sensitive, acne prone skin, so anything that can kind of help my skin out and replenish it and give it that hydration is usually what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be testing out all of these products for the next week here, and we're going to be really seeing how they work on my skin, and I'm going to be showing you guys all the results. So if you want to see all of that, just keep on watching.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave I call you right back to check for monsters in my streets.
We're going to be going product by product, reading all the information on it as usual, and then trying it out. So today is obviously day 1 of this trial. First impressions of the products. If you guys don't know, I always have timestamps in my videos so you guys can really navigate them easily, as well as all the products linked down below in the description. Now, I did try out the YesTo Tomatoes collection a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed that. That was definitely more for acne-prone skin. Go check that video out if you're interested. I'll link it down below. But this is definitely a collection targeted towards, I would say, more dry, sensitive skin. It's supposed to reveal plump, hydrated skin. This is a fragrance-free collection, which I love. I don't like fragrance in my skincare, so I do really appreciate that. We have all these products formulated with avocado oil and hyaluronic acid, 2 great ingredients at keeping the skin hydrated, which is nice. So first product, we have the fragrance-free daily cream cleanser. This is formulated with hyaluronic acid to hydrate. You get 4 fluid ounces right here, and I love that all their products are super affordable. It's definitely something I stand behind. So this product right here is supposed to purge dirt, oil, and other impurities and leave the skin looking fresh and supple. I'm kind of hoping that this is a cleansing cleanser, but not too stripping to the skin, because I notice that a lot with cleansers. So the ingredient list is nice and short. Of course, we have those key ingredients in here, as well as glycerin, which is a great humectant as well, citric acid. There is a little bit of alcohol in here, but if it doesn't dry out my skin, then I'm good to go. So let's just go ahead and test this out. All right, so we made it to my bathroom. We're gonna try this out. Biggest mistake someone can make with skincare is using a cleanser that's too stripping. So it has a lotiony look to it, and I'm gonna massage this between my fingertips. Ooh. It has a very light lotiony feel, kind of like that conditioner feel almost. Not foaming or anything, which tells me it's not going to be stripping. Very, very smooth and gentle though, first impression wise. Alright, so I'm just going to let my skin kind of air dry a little bit. My skin feels so smooth. Super hydrated, like not stripped at all. Usually when I cleanse, even with a hydrating cleanser, it does feel a little bit tight after, but this one, my skin does not feel tight at all. It actually feels pretty moisturizing. How I would honestly describe this is like one of those lotion body washes, you know, like you apply it in the shower and then when you get out, your skin doesn't feel like stripped. It actually feels like moisturizing. So it's kind of like one of those 2-in-1 products. That's kind of what I'm getting from it, and I do like that about it. I feel like this is a great morning cleanser so far, just because it just cleansed really nicely, but it didn't leave my skin stripped, so it was very gentle on the skin. I am curious though to see how this works at night when I'm trying to remove like makeup and sunscreen and all of that stuff, but we'll have to see for that. So I do have a hydrating cream mask right here, one of these like single-use ones. I'm not going to use it right now since it is the morning. I'm going to save this for a night routine so I can really treat myself at night. I like using masks in the nighttime. All right, so let's move on to probably the product I'm most excited about, the brand new fragrance-free Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This is made with 1% hyaluronic acid, formulated without parabens, SLS, and silicone. Comes in a really nice bottle, and it says to apply 2 to 3 drops to clean face and neck, avoiding the eye area, and then I'll follow up with moisturizer. So if you don't know what hyaluronic acid is, it works as a humectant to draw moisture from your environment into the skin. So it's really good for dry skin. The only thing I will say about this is if you live in a very, very dry climate, it can sometimes do the opposite. So you just want to test it out, be careful with it. But for me, I personally really like it on my skin. And I would say I live in like a fairly dry environment, not crazy, but not humid by any means. You get a good amount of product in here, almost 1 fluid ounce. And this is supposed to maintain plump, hydrated skin when used daily. You can use it both day and night. Another great thing about hyaluronic acid is it can actually hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So it really helps with transepidermal water loss. If you don't know what that is, basically when you sleep, your skin loses water. So you want to make sure that you're using skincare to kind of help replenish that. Looking at the ingredients, we have aloe juice, glycerin, niacinamide, avocado oil, some different extracts. We also have tomato fruit extract. So looking good to me so far. Let's just go ahead and apply this. So I'm going to take 2 to 3 drops. Ooh, it actually feels very smooth. Some hyaluronic acids feel very sticky, but I'm not really getting that from this one, which is nice. Yeah, not very tacky at all. Like, it still, of course, will be a little bit because it's hyaluronic acid, but not as, like, thick, for example, like the Ordinary one. I like that one, but it is very sticky and very thick. This one feels very light on the skin for a hyaluronic acid, which I enjoy. I love that I'm testing these products right now because recently my skin has been so dry. I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I feel like this is the collection my skin needs right now to really replenish it. All right, so next I'm going to try the Daily Eye Cream. This also has hyaluronic acid. It's also supposed to stand up to bags and circles. Ooh. I'm not the biggest user of eye creams, I will be honest in that aspect. I just usually take my moisturizer under my eyes, unless it's one that really makes a difference for me. But I will use this one. It's drugstore, it's affordable, but I will never go out and buy a super expensive eye cream because I just don't see the point of it. We have shea butter, glycerin, so those really hydrating and moisturizing ingredients. Jojoba oil, I like that, so looks pretty good. And it says to use ring finger and dab a small amount around the eyes. I do like the packaging of this, and I like that it's not a jar. And this comes with 0.5 fluid ounces. Just take a little bit. It's just a white lotion. Ooh, it does feel a little bit on the thicker side, which I kind of like for an eye cream. Dab it under the eyes, and I'm gonna go over the lid too. I feel like a lot of people forget this part. It does feel very nice, not too thick either. Some eye creams can be just too greasy. This one just feels really nice. I feel like you could also use this if you have like a super dry patch on your skin, just to make sure it's nice and hydrated. So that honestly feels very nice. Moving on, we'll try the Daily Mineral Lotion Broad Spectrum SPF. This is the moisturizer, and we do have zinc oxide as the active in here at 14%, which will obviously bring that SPF. I do like that it has a bit of sunscreen in here. I feel like a lot of people either forget to put on sunscreen or don't apply enough. So I definitely think this is not enough for a daily routine, but having more sunscreen in your products is definitely not a bad thing. I would definitely go in with this and then apply my usual sunscreen, but you do have that extra factor in here, which is nice. This is supposed to keep the skin safe from harmful UVs and long-term blue light exposure without the oily residue. We like that. I'm just gonna take some of it. Feels like a regular lotion. A little more white, and that's probably from that zinc in there. Ooh, it feels really good though. Nice and creamy. My skin definitely feels very hydrated at the moment. So not too much of a white cast on that one, I think, because it doesn't have that much zinc oxide in it. I am going to go in with my regular SPF though from Neutrogena, SPF 50. So as I said, like still go in with your regular one, but it is nice that it's added in that moisturizer. And the last product to test out for this first impressions is going to be the Daily Hand Cream. I do like that they included this in here because if you're like me, I get super dry hands. And this will be really nice to just bring with me, especially in the winter. I know it's not winter now, but in the winter my hands get so dry. So this will be nice to have, but let's just try it out. Ooh, I like that it's a light feel. I hate when hand creams are super heavy. I'll bring it up onto my arms too. Ooh, that feels very nice. And usually I hate that moisturizer feel on my hands, but as I said, this one's not too greasy or oily, and I feel like it already sunk in pretty fast. So I do enjoy that. All right, so that is really it for my first impressions on these products. I'm going to, of course, continue to update you guys throughout the week. And of course, we will get to testing out the mask. So that is it for the first impressions, and I will see you guys in a couple days. Hey guys, so I'm here for an update. I am holding this because we are about to apply the avocado hydrating cream mask with hyaluronic acid to hydrate. I am currently doing my night routine, which I said I was going to use this on a night since it's one of these single-use masks. I just finished cleansing my skin with the avocado cleanser. I love it. I love that it does not dry out my skin, and it leaves my skin feeling so smooth. Not, of course, as like strong as some of my other cleansers, but when I have a light makeup day on, I do trust that it gets enough off, and I always make sure to double cleanse, of course. So back to the mask. This is formulated without parabens, SLS, and silicones. You're supposed to apply it to clean skin and let it dry for 5-10 minutes and then rinse it off. We have water in here, shea butter, glycerin, avocado oil, banana fruit extract, hyaluronic acid. On their website, they call this small but mighty, so it's the perfect portion for your pores. It's supposed to pack the perfect punch of hydration and nutrition to leave the skin feeling supple and clean. It's fragrance free, which I love. We also have kaolin clay, which is supposed to cleanse pores and balance the skin without stripping it. So this sounds pretty good to me. I am curious to see if they'd ever release this in like a jar so you could like have it instead of this like single use. So this is what we have here. As you definitely like a thicker clay texture. Sometimes when I apply these clay formulas, like I can already feel my skin being dried up, but this one I don't feel that way at all. I have a little bit more left in here. I'm probably gonna go get my brother to go put it on or something so it doesn't go to waste, but I'm gonna let this sit for the 5 to 10 minutes and we will see how it works. All right guys, so I just washed the mask off. My skin feels amazing. It's so smooth, and honestly, even washing the mask off itself, once I added the water, it kind of turned back into that lotiony feel, and I kind of just sat there for that extra 5 minutes doing kind of like a facial massage, you know, doing a whole lot of this and really just giving myself that nice kind of facial feel. At the end of the day, my skin feels really nice, and I feel like it did a good job as a clay mask, but it didn't strip my skin at all because we have that hyaluronic acid in there. We have those hydrating and moisturizing ingredients like the shea butter and stuff. So I really like that, and I feel like as someone with dry skin, you may really enjoy it if you want to try a clay mask that won't completely suck the life out of your skin. I'm gonna go in with the hyaluronic acid now. Put this in and down the neck as well. In with the eye cream. Then the moisturizer. I know this is like more of a daytime moisturizer since it does have that SPF in there, but also use it at night. Alright guys, so that's it for today's check-in. I will continue using these products for the next couple days, and I will check in with you guys then. Alright guys, so it has officially been 1 week since I have been using the YesTo Avocado Collection. I am going to finish up my skincare here along with you guys. Just finished cleansing my skin with the daily cleanser. I'm now going to take the Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Next, the eye cream. And then the moisturizer. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I want to rate the products from my least favorite to my favorite, just so you guys can get a full idea of what I really think about the line and my final thoughts. Alright, so for my least favorite product, I will have to say the hand cream, and not because I didn't like it, honestly, because I didn't really use it too much. My hands don't really get that dry in the summer, and honestly, I usually just use like my big tube of my CeraVe lotion, and I just kind of slather that everywhere. But I do really like the formula of this. I think it's a really nice product, and I definitely will keep using it. It's just as far as the skincare line, I have a lot of other favorites in the line opposed to this product. But by no means is it a bad hand moisturizer. I honestly think it is really good. I love how it sinks into the skin really fast. Doesn't feel greasy or heavy, but still does a good job at keeping the skin moisturized. Next, I will have to say the Daily Mineral Lotion. I do like this. I like that it has that SPF in there, you know, SPF 15. It is just a little bit to add to your routine. I don't think it's enough as a sunscreen on its own, but with an additional sunscreen product, I think you'll be good. It doesn't have too much of a white cast, blends in the skin nice. The only thing is after I apply it, I feel like it kind of sits on top of my skin, and I feel very like cool almost, like my skin almost like sweats it off in a weird way. I don't know how to describe it. I will have to play around with it more. Might be due to the heat right now as well, but not my absolute favorite, and I can only really use this in the morning. I did use it a couple times at night during this week, and I just found it wasn't moisturizing enough as a nighttime cream. I'd love for them to come out with a avocado night moisturizer, like a really thick, nurturous moisturizer for the nighttime. I would love to see that in this line, but still like this. I think it's a good, affordable daily moisturizer. Next, I will have to say the eye cream. Now, I do appreciate that this is at an affordable price. My biggest thing with eye creams that I don't like is how pricey they are, and in comparative to like another moisturizer, I feel like you can really just take your moisturizer up onto your eyes, and you don't really have to pay for a product like this. Now, do I think it really combated under eye bags and all of that? No, I don't really. You know, there's nothing really in here to really work against that, in my opinion. It's just a pretty moisturizing eye cream. It's really good, really effective at just keeping the under eyes hydrated, but not being too thick. But it's definitely not going to be like anti-aging or anti-eye bag or anything like that. But I think it's a good, effective eye cream. Next, I do have to say the mask is comes in third place for my favorite products. I really enjoyed it. It gave me such nice treatment, didn't dry out my skin, didn't break out from it, really gave my skin a nice soft feel to it, cleansed it really nicely, but wasn't drying at all. So it was one of those clay masks that didn't dry out my skin fully, which I really appreciated. So overall, I did really enjoy it. I definitely will purchase it again, and I would love to see it in like a jar form so I could just have more of it rather than the single-use packets. And my next favorite product, it's kind of a tie between these two, so I'll just talk about them both. The Hyaluronic Acid Serum, I loved this. I love how lightweight it was, but it kept my skin hydrated. It did its job well, but it wasn't that sticky, thick formula that I oftentimes see with hyaluronic acid. So I did really appreciate that. It just went on the skin super smooth, made sure my skin stayed hydrated, and overall a great affordable drugstore hyaluronic acid if you're looking for one. And then for the daily cream cleanser, guys, if you have dry skin and if you've struggled looking for a cleanser that won't dry strip your skin, this is the cleanser you need. Oh my goodness, is it amazing. Really nice moisturizing feel to it. I love using this in the morning, especially since my skin doesn't feel dry, and I feel like in the morning I don't need as intense cleansing as maybe at night. So it's just, I get out of the shower, I usually cleanse my skin in the shower, and I get out of the shower and my face is so moisturized. Usually I have to apply my skincare right away, but with this one, I sometimes even, like, I'll be doing something, I'm like, oh, I didn't do my skincare routine, because my skin doesn't feel dry at all with this product. So really, really amazing. It even does a pretty good job cleansing off like sunscreen and makeup at the end of the day. But of course, what I always suggest is to do a double cleansing method. If you don't know what that is, let me know in the comments and I can fill you in on that. It's basically where you just use another product. I like to use like cleansing balms or cleansing oil to just remove that first layer of dirt, makeup buildup, whatever it is, and then I go in with my regular facial cleanser. But overall, I think this is amazing, and it's finally one at the drugstore you can find that won't strip your skin, because a lot of people strip their skin and it is awful for your skin. So this is an amazing one. I can't stop raving about it. Alright guys, so that is it for my review on the YesTo Avocado Collection. I hope this video was helpful if you were looking into this collection, or if you were just looking for some skincare products for your super dry skin like mine. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I think like 92% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please subscribe and hit that like button. And also don't forget to turn on my post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. If you want to see more videos like this, I have a full playlist down below in my description, as well as all the links to these products if you're looking into them. But that is all I have to say for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me